We're just chatting about what side is a good side. What side do you want to be on? Because you look great on either side.
You say the nicest things. No,
I'm
cool with this side. My hair's getting a bit thin on that side, so I sort of like the tattoo, but I don't like the thin hair. But so anyway, yeah.
Well, my name is Vicki O. We are hanging out backstage at our Back to the 80s concert with the man of the hour, Limahl from Kajagoogoo.
Yeah!
This is where we do a round of applause. Well, I do have to say your hair does look fantabulous. And looking at pictures of you in the 80s to now, like, what's the secret? Because it still looks the same.
Yeah, it's a bit shorter. In the 80s, we had a lot more around here.
But up here, it's still very frosty. The blonde is still very vibrant, too.
Yeah, I'm very grateful at my age to have any hair still.
Do you have a favorite hair product to keep your hair on point and looking great?
Well, any girl out there knows that if you use peroxide on your hair, it makes it kind of like that. It kind of kills it, actually. And then you have to be nice to it with products and stuff.
Well, it looks good. And
well, thank you.
Like I said, you look fantastic. Talk about how it feels to be back on tour and be on stage and singing all your famous songs.
Okay, now that's an interesting question because I haven't stopped performing live around the world for 20 years. It's just that America hasn't invited me. This is the first time in 35 years since the hit.
Well, let me revise the question. How does it feel like to perform in America?
Well, the first thing is it's nice because obviously we can communicate. It's the same language. When you travel around Europe, there's often language barriers, and it's a big old country to explore. And it's hot.
It is so hot.
But everyone around the globe is having this heat wave at the moment. Even back in the UK, my friends are saying that it's 37. And in the UK, we're not used to it. We don't have air conditioning anywhere, really.
Oh, no. I wouldn't be able to do that.
Yeah, so it's crazy time. But it's an interesting time to be here, 35 years since the original hit. And what I see in people's faces when I perform the song is they're remembering something important.
Reminiscing.
They're reminiscing. Yeah.
Reminiscing.
Absolutely.
So traveling around the world, do you have a favorite city that you like to perform in?
No, not really.
Really?
I love exploring.
Okay.
I mean, back in the day when it was kind of crazy, on paper I was traveling the world. It looked great on paper, but you don't get to see anything. So now it's a little more chilled, and if I go somewhere interesting like Rome or Paris, then I'll stay a couple of extra days.
I was creeping on your Instagram, and I saw you recently went to San Fran to see the Golden State Bridge. How was that?
That was fun, but the fog had just arrived.
Did it?
Can you believe that? My first time.
Luck.
I know, first time. But it was still special, and I can tick that box off now.
Let's be real. Do you have a favorite song you like to perform?
Oh boy.
Big question.
Of my catalog,
yes.
or
Okay. Because you have so many. You guys have so many hits that are just, so famous. Is there a particular one that you're like, okay, we have to do that song first, or we have to do that song last?
I'm going to say there's not a favorite. I have to do Too Shy when I'm.
Oh, of course.
When I'm hired to work, as it were.
Yes.
And I have to do most of the world. I have to do the Never Ending Story. I'll get lynched if I didn't. Do you use that word here, lynched?
No. What does lynched mean?
It means
does that mean
I'll get killed.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's gonna be my new word now. You're gonna be lynched.
Yeah. So I have to do the two hits, and around that, really, I switch it around, to keep it interesting.
Sure.
Even on this tour, although my set is quite short, I'm switching songs around. Some nights I do one song, some nights I do another. Some nights I wear one costume, some nights I wear another. I've been swapping stuff, trying to keep it fresh for myself as well as. Sometimes I've met audiences who say they're coming to 2 shows.
Wow.
So
those are the best fans.
Hey.
Those are the best fans that come.
Yeah, but it puts pressure on you. You as the artist. Oh God, I got to wear something else.
You do have some great on-stage costumes. Last question before we wrap it up. Have you ever thought about maybe collaborating with a new artist to kind of recreate some of the 80s music?
Please call me with those ideas.
Oh, there you go. Ed Sheeran, Alessia Cara.
Good idea.
Right? Bruno Mars.
or a DJ, or the guys who are doing all the
Marshmello.
new stuff. Yeah, yeah.
So a nice remix of Too Shy by Marshmello would be fantastic.
Yeah, whatever, yeah.
Love that.
Yep.
Well, thank you so much for giving us some time. I cannot wait to see you perform. Make sure you take some water because it is just 106 degrees here in Sacramento. Thank you.
Thank you.